When will the bull market finally come? And what altcoins will show 15, 20, 30x profit? And how will Bitcoin react? All this we'll try to figure out in this video. And I'll also show an altcoin that should double up in a very short term. Let's get started. We can see that Bitcoin has been in a sideways movement for the last 3 months, in a range of $61,000 to $71,000. And in the last month, its price has risen by 15%, and now it's near the upper boundary of the sideways. Also, if we look at the total capitalization of the entire crypto market, we can see that it's also near historical values. However, all other altcoins except Ethereum on average have dropped by 50% in the last couple of months. This is clearly visible in Aptos, Arbitrum, Sui, Starknet, and any altcoin chart, but Bitcoin is still trading at the same values of about $68,000, and the market capitalization remains the same. What does that mean? In the last couple of months, there have been huge coin unlock in many projects. Let's take Sui token for example, and in its chart we can see that since March 27th, the price has dropped by 50% from $2 to $1. But at the same time, the capitalization remained the same as it was in early May. There was a major token unlock, which is equal to 25% of the market capitalization. For example, we see on the Arbitrum chart that in January, the token was trading at $2 and the price fell by 50%, and now its price is $1. But at the same time, we open the capitalization chart of the project and see that the capitalization of the project is at the level of January when the coin's price was $2, but now it's only $1. The reason is the token unlock that took place in March. They unlocked 37% of the entire market capitalization. And the same thing happened to many altcoins. And what does it mean for us? It turns out that for big players, the situation hasn't changed much since winter. That is, they didn't have a 50% loss because the Bitcoin price is at the same values as it was in winter, when altcoins were at their local highs. So altcoins fell by 50%, but at the same time big players have the same amount of tokens unlocked. And let's take Arbitrum as an example. Most of those who bought at $2 have a 50% drawdown. Let's say a large fund had 500 million Arbitrum coins at a price of $2. The token fell by 50%, but it unlocked another $1 billion worth of coins and has the same amount of money on hand. This way, as I said, big players stuck to the plan to make Bitcoin expensive and altcoins cheap, to then buy cheap altcoins for expensive Bitcoin. My plan of action here hasn't changed since the fall of 2023, as I said that I'm waiting for a local growth in the winter. You can see that in my old videos. And after that, there were supposed to be a correction in a month or two, and I'm also waiting for Bitcoin to become expensive and that soon I'll begin to inject liquidity into Ethereum. And that's exactly what happened. We can see that Ethereum price rose by 30%. It turned out to be reality. But we're waiting for more correction, and there are good reasons for that. First of all, the alt season doesn't start until 9 months after halving. Secondly, if we look at the altcoins charts, for example in Aptos, we'll see a very sharp fall, and it's just weird to expect after such a red candlestick the green one right away. And obviously the alt season, it doesn't work like that, because if big players send the price down, it will stay there for some time for big players to buy back cheaper tokens. Thirdly, the most important factor that I expect in the next couple of months, there's gonna be either a declining sideways on altcoins or a flash crash, as a lot of people are waiting for the alt season, and let's take Arbitrum as an example, but the same thing is happening to all altcoins. Many people bought in the range of $1.7 to $2.2, and they are at a 50% loss. Those who hold Arbitrum for a year, and their average purchase price was conditionally speaking $8, they didn't sell at $2 because they waited for more. I'm talking about the majority, and they are now at a loss because prices are now about the same. However, big players have the same equivalent of money on hand, and what's the point to do the alt season right now, since many are at a big loss and the others have no profit whatsoever after holding a token for a year. It's clear that big players will not be engaged in charity, and they're not gonna push altcoins to the moon to help those who bought at highs in March to win back and those who have been sitting for a year without profit earned. The most likely scenario is that big players will gradually keep altcoins in a declining sideways trend for several months and will buy back cheap altcoins. Now I'll show altcoins that are already cheap and it won't be a mistake to start buying them back. I'll also show altcoins that are just about to double up. So keep watching. If you liked the video, give it a like, it really helps me with the YouTube algorithms. Let's start with Arbitrum token. It's been going sideways in a range of $0.95, $1.2 for 2 months already, and I assume that will continue to be in the sideways movement, and then perhaps a short-term drop is gonna happen, as it was in the fall. So if you have FOMO, the best option would be to use 20% of the allocated amount for Arbitrum to buy this coin right now. And then in the next 4 months, buy Arbitrum every month also for 20%. This way you're gonna get the best average purchase price of the token because no one knows exactly where the minimum value is gonna be. But $1 for Arbitrum is not a bad price. Me personally, I am accumulating this coin and expect the average purchase price to be in a range of $0.85. And on the bull market, I expect the token to grow up to $12, maybe $15, and there'll be the distribution zone. And this is a conservative estimate, since Arbitrum is a leading layer 2, and it won't be a problem for it to have a capitalization of $30 or $40 billion. Now let's move on to local speculation, as I did this past winter, with Flow, Neon, EVM, Filecoin, and so on. I'm talking about Driftcoin. This is a native coin of DEX who recently held an airdrop and gave away a generous airdrop where any account could get 200 Drift tokens that equal to $100 just for doing one simple action in the exchange. I said that the market is gonna fall, then why do I expect this coin to grow? Because Layer 0 and ZK Sync are just about to come out. And until then, the market will not fall much, as this project needs to enter the market and it requires a liquidity injection. So now we have a nice chance where we can make money on single altcoins as it was with Notecoin. Drift project raised $25 million a couple of years ago and on paper gave 12% of their coins via airdrops, but ordinary people got only 5%. The rest they sent to themselves. So, to buy back tokens from regular people who got airdrop, they need $3.5 million. And it looks very logical to get a full supply of tokens in their hands, so they can manipulate the price as they want and no one can interfere with unexpected selling. The most important thing is the schedule of token unlock, and we can see that the token unlock should take place very soon. And this is the usual scheme of manipulation. Let's say we'll have a big token unlock this fall, but now it's June. So about a month before the token unlock, they will pump the price to attract people's attention, and before that, big players will buy out the tokens. That's why I bought the token at $0.45, and I expect to see growth in the near future. A good example is the Celestia project, when they bought the token very cheap and made the token make 10x gain. If you don't want to miss the update on the token, subscribe to my Telegram channel, there I'll tell you when I close this position. The next altcoin is a promising layer 2. I'm talking about Starknet. This project has top funds among the investors such as Multicoin Capital, Sequoia Capital, Paradigm, Polychain, Coinbase, plus they have raised a large amount of money, $282 million to be exact, and the token has dropped by more than 50% from its maximum values. And $1.2 is a very good entry point while we can send our Starknet tokens to lending and get 15% annual interest, which is very good. I'll tell you more about this project in the next video. And this is the Monad project. It hasn't been released yet, but has attracted serious investments from top funds such as Paradigm, Electro Capital, Dragonfly for the amount of $244 million. There'll be another round of investments. And for this project to take a leadership position in Layer 1 and move Sui and Aptus, they need to hold the largest airdrop. And they will, but so far there's no activity in this ecosystem except for the Elixir project, which is built on Monad and it attracts liquidity from users and distributes to DEX exchanges according to their need. So it will be smart to put your stablecoins or Ethereum there, and there is a confirmed airdrop which will be conducted in August. More details you can find in that video, check it out. According to my calculations, we will triple our invested money and we can withdraw our stablecoins at any time, so do not miss this Tier 1 project. The link to Elixir will be in the description. Do not miss out the generous rewards, as Elixir has raised $11 million itself. And this is the only project from Monad. Write in the comments which altcoins you think will show growth this month, and thanks for watching. I hope this video was helpful.